think that people would like.
Right.
That's really basic.
Right.
That's not fair.
And when you guys went on the road with Slipknot, was that something you guys were really terrified of, or were wondering if you'd kind of cross over into that kind of audience when you opened for Slipknot?
No, I mean, when you look back, people reacted strangely. But for us, it was just a big opportunity to play bigger venues in front of new audience. Before the Slipknot tour, no one accused us of being sellout or do bad music at all. Everyone liked it.
Yeah.
But after that specific tour, a lot of people were starting to scream on the internet that we were sellouts and we were sounding like a new metal band. But we didn't think in those directions before the tour.
Right.
We just want to reach a new audience and play in front of new people and bigger places and travel to new countries and places. I mean, we didn't think about it that way.
Okay. Now, back a few years ago when the Gothenburg hype was on, basically, I mean, obviously that's something you guys tried to either ignore or try to not be part of. I mean, how did you guys get through that period?
The Gothenburg hype?
Yeah, I mean, there was this huge, big thing about, you remember how Seattle back in the early 90s was the big city, and then at one point there was Gothenburg was the big city for music. How did you guys kind of like distance yourself from that?
I don't think it's fair to compare it with Seattle and the grunge. I mean, that was more mainstreamish than this music. Yeah. But I mean, this is in a smaller scale. It's kind of the same thing, but I mean, we know all the other Gothenburg bands, and we've been touring together. And in the early days, all of us has been playing in different constellations. And I mean, as I said in the beginning, it's nothing you really think about when you're into it. I think you see it differently when you look from the outside.
Yeah.
I mean, people always talk about the Gothenburg sound. I mean, we don't really think about it at all.
Okay.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool now. Last couple of years when this metalcore thing started in North America.
Yeah.
When some of the bands found this melodic style and mixed it with a more American hardcore thing.
Yeah.
I mean, so then you notice that a lot of bands was influenced by the bands that came from Gothenburg and Sweden.
Right.
Otherwise, you don't really think about it.
Right. So obviously, you guys. I'm going to make this the last question. Obviously, you guys are you just put your head down, focus on that day, I guess, and then just move on. You don't, like I said, you don't subconsciously plan this or plan that with some kind of master plan. You just focus on the moment, I guess.
Yeah, we do. And I mean, we found a recipe that works for us, and we stick to it. I mean, that is to make albums that we are proud of and that we enjoy. And then you have to know that you can't please everyone.
Yeah.
Some people, I mean, some of the older fans might leave you, but on the other hand, you can get new one. But as long as you stay true to what you believe in yourself. I mean, it's like a cliche, but I think that's how it works. And that's why we're still successful releasing our 9th album.
Yeah.
Because we don't do any drastic changes or jump on any trends.
Right.
I mean, you might get big for a couple of years, but we all know that trends come and go. And
yeah.
I mean, look at the new metal scene.
Yeah.
It was huge in a couple of years, but it's only Korn that are still doing what they do.
Yeah, well, it's definitely
disappeared more or less.
Yeah, well, it's definitely fragmented in a lot of smaller pieces, obviously, today. So who knows? Well, anyways, thanks a lot for your time, and I appreciate you calling and whatnot.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Bye.
Okay, talk to her. Bye.